the original granddaddy of all dudes in armor boss fights, Penetrator. We finally get back to the Boletaria to finish off the Fat Official. This dude who teased us in the Tower Knight fight, he ran away. Later he closed the gate in front of our very own eyes, but now we have chased him down. We can finally finish him off, but yeah. Meet the third and the last of proud knights of Boletaria, Penetrator. He shared the fate of his comrades who were turned into demons, Longbow Ulan, Alfred, Knight of the Tower, and now Matthias, Knight of the Lance. This is 1v1 duel against someone who have very similar abilities to yours. That is of course if you're playing a melee character. Yeah, sure, he is about 8 feet tall, his sword is 5 times the length of yours, but he is the most human-like boss in the entire game, not counting the old monk who is literally a PvP fight, a PvE technically. He isn't an intimidating giant like the Tower Knight, nor is he defenseless blow up like Phalanx. He doesn't have any magic abilities like Fool's Idol, he is not a feral beast like the Flame Lurker. He's just normal, slightly oversized knight with a cool armor and a badass sword. Some would say that this is kinda out of place, anticlimactic. It's too basic after we fought our way through the countless demons, Dragon God, Man-Eaters, Flame Lurker, Storm King, and now, right before the game's finale, we have to face just dude in armor. But of course I think that it's super clever from the developers. Players had many crazy encounters so far, and Penetrator fight brings them down on the ground. It lacks the spectacle, doesn't have any flashy moves, of course, but it does that for you to appreciate the raw mechanics. But that only works as far as I'm concerned if you're a melee player, but I might be wrong here. The arena doesn't steal your attention from the boss itself. It's a simple square arena with a row of destructible pillars on each side. Penetrator looks intimidating. He is way higher than the player character. The cutscene before the fight establishes that we are to look out for his penetrating sword. When his sword starts glowing, he will do a grab attack, piercing you through the chest and throwing you away. I love when bosses have those small foreshadowings in their cutscenes. Like I've said, he has pretty standard moveset with no super flashy moves. He has some horizontal swings, some vertical ones, and mentioned before, penetrating stab. Each of his attacks is deliberate and well telegraphed. He gives the player time to react to it. It's worth noting that even if you have 100 defense shield, his attacks will still deal you some damage. This is Penetrator after all. I believe that FromSoft wanted to put you up against a skilled swordsman, a knight who would reflect your playstyle and your skills. Of course, if you play melee. Did they succeed? This is my own personal perspective, and I've played every other Souls game before Demon's Souls, so maybe I'm a bit overskilled for this fight. Maybe new players would have struggled more against this boss, but for me, this fight is just a little too easy to be taken seriously. I love that he doesn't rotate 180 in any of his attacks. I look at you, Dark Souls 2. But it is just too easy to roll behind him. This fight becomes even easier if you've saved Bjorn. He will join you in the battle and can practically defeat the Penetrator by himself. When he is down, you will get over 33,000 souls and Silver Demon's Soul, which can be used to get Light Weapon from Sage Freka or the spell Cursed Weapon from Yuria the Witch. When it comes to the tips, use Shield, but don't over rely on it since he will still deal you some damage. If you're melee having trouble, try Spear and Heavy Shield combo. This is pretty effective against him. And of course, Penetrator, like almost every other boss in this game, is vulnerable to magic attacks. Any spell would do, but Firestorm and Soul Ray work the best. The arena is spacious, so get your distance and shoot at him. Like with previous Knights of Boletaria, Penetrator's human form can be encountered later in the Boletaria level. Thanks for watching, to the next time.